Tired of the same old radio talk show? There is an alternative. This is Gonzo Radio.
And I know you're all out there wondering, oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8:01. Oh, come on, this is me. You know, I'm always going to be tastefully on time. In other words, on time is when I get there. Welcome to the Gonzo Radio Show. I am, of course, Big Daddy Gonzo. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to the madness. Quick note, next week, there will be no Gonzo Radio Show on Monday night because I will be in Las Vegas. Be on the lookout on our social media networks here on Twitter at Gonzo Radio Show, at Gonzo Radio Podcast on Instagram, and of course the Gonzo Radio Show group page and fan page, because I will be doing go lives from Las Vegas on a repeated basis. Come to Las Vegas with me, because I think I'm going to storm Area 51. I really do. I think I'm going to storm Area 51. I have co-conspirators. I have inside information. From what I understand, there's going to be some sort of party or festival going on when we get there. And you know me, a party, a festival, I'm down, and it's Las Vegas. So join me as I attempt to storm Area 51 next week. Gonzo Radio Show starting on Saturday, actually. The fun will start on Saturday evening into Sunday. Also, check out the Gonzo Radio Sports Desk, because I will also be coming to you live if I don't get arrested or shot. On that next Sunday, I will be coming to you from, I believe, the sports book from Caesar's Palace, as we talk fantasy football and various proposition bets. And my guests are being very, very patient with me right now, because I'm getting all the jibber jabber out in front. Make sure you go to the Red Cross of the Bahamas, Red Cross of USA, and donate the recovery effort in the Bahamas. They had a close call with a goddamn tropical storm. It got windy and rainy all of a sudden. It's like, God. Whoever didn't pay whatever shaman or witch doctor or witch, whoever didn't pay their tribute, go pay that lady. She's gonna mess up your island. I mean, seriously. I love Grand Bahama Island. That is the Bahamas are great, fun place. And I mean, and not just the resorts. I mean, like, it's a fun place. But make sure you go and help out every way you can. So seated across from me, very patiently waiting their turn to say hi. I have I have bios, I have info, and I'm probably still going to find a way to fuck it up, so it's okay. But I have Tuwana Dumond.
You said that perfectly.
I did get to Dumond and Murray Milne, not Milne,
how you doing?
not Milne. Milne, the E is silent.
It is.
And these two are some fantastic actors. First of all, I have to say good work on both Atomsteam, because you're both in Atomsteam.
Thank you.
Atomsteam is a riot. It's not supposed to be funny, but I think it's hilarious because I know all the other actors in it too, and I'm like, okay, you're acting, you're doing a really good job of acting, but I know you. You know, I know you.
No, it is supposed to be funny.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
in a kind of a weird retro 50s style.
Oh, it's a
Please laugh.
riot.
Laugh.
Oh, I mean, come on. Tamerlane?
Oh,
Tamerlane.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Tamerlane is everywhere. He'll be on the show here, back on the show eventually. Tamerlane has been a friend of the show and a friend of the network for a few years now, since about 2015.
Oh, wow.
We've had him on and around. But you two have all kinds of projects happening, and one of them that's the most prevalent right now, it has to be the BFIS, which I'll expound upon, which is the Broward Film Industry Symposium. I love anything with the word symposium in it. That means that some shit is going on. You're going to learn some stuff. You're going to find out some stuff. You're going to garner some really, really valuable info. Every symposium I've ever been, I've come back and I'm like, genius! I know everything. But these are really cool symposiums, though, because these are actors and these are industry symposiums. It's happening on the 21st, which is this coming weekend, which hopefully I won't be getting arrested trying to storm Area 51. And then the following Saturday on the 28th, and it's at the Dr. Kennedy Homes. That's at 10 Southwest 11th Avenue. Well, it's kind of 10 Southwest 11th. Okay, 10 Southwest 11th Avenue. That's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. For those of you who think there's another Fort Lauderdale, that's 33312. Meet Dean Lyon, visual effects supervisor for Armageddon and The Lord of the Rings, which that has got to be. That's some serious busy work.
It is.
Visual effects, that's two heavy-duty visually effective films. So you're going to get to meet Dean Lyon, so that's super valuable meet right there. I mean, it really is, because, I mean, that's a guy, especially if you're working on the technical end, you need to sit down and take notes. Bring 2 pens. And as well as we will have Miami casting agents, acting coaches, and much more. It says right here in the post, much more. But knowing you guys, knowing ACT, knowing everybody associated with the group, there's going to be a lot going on there. And you're both going to be there as well?
Yes, we're both going to.
Yep, yeah. I'm not sure about this weekend, but definitely on the 28th.
Yeah,
Definitely on the
for sure on the
28th?
28th. And we also have a date on the 29th, too. So it's going to be a double header that weekend.
Right, the 29th is the... wait, I've got it. I've got the copy here. No, I don't have the copy here. We'll talk about it later.
Sounds good.
Moving right along.
We're doing something on the 29th.
Yeah. No, it's another ACT.
Another
I'll
part
call
of
it up in the
symposium.
second segment. We'll talk about it then, because I don't have the graphic for it. I thought I had the graphic for it, but I don't have the graphic for it. So now you also, Tuwana, you have branched off into a web series called Divination.
Yes, that's correct.
Is it Divination or Divination?
No, it's Divination.
Divination.
the
I
web
got it
series.
right.
Yes, you
I
did.
said something right. Haha. Trained professionals. But Divination, and we're going to see the trailer here once we go to the break. It's going to lead us into the break.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I went and I dabbled in it along through it. And I'm going to watch the whole series. I'm going to start off with episode 1.
Oh,
because
thank you. I think you'll enjoy it.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, it is intriguing.
It
It's
is-
different, right? Different
Yeah.
than what you've seen so far.
Yeah,
from
most
South Florida.
definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I like different. I really do. I like different. I don't like the same old. I mean, like pre-show when we were talking about watching Star Trek Discovery, and that's a different animal than
Yeah, it is.
any other part of the
what's
canon.
Funny? Actually, Tamerlane got me into Star Trek Discovery. I wouldn't give it a chance at first, and yeah,
He's like, you really should check out Star Trek Discovery.
yes, just like that. Actually,
It's really, really cool.
just
I
like
think
that.
you would find it interesting. Yeah, he's not only a character, but he's a man of discerning tastes.
Yes, he is. Yeah, and then I saw my boyfriend watching it, and of course, he's watching it, so of course,
Yeah,
I'm like,
you have no
"Yeah."
choice now.
Yeah, right. And then here I am. I love it now.
And poor Murray's like, I don't remember anything past Spock. It's like I'm still stuck on old school.
I think I just put it in a box and left it behind. That's what I did. And now that you guys are talking about it, there's a whole new box out there. So I've got to have a look. I'm definitely going to open it up and have a
You
look and
should
see
try it.
what's
It's a
going
really
on.
good show.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, I mean, it's okay. So since you're a Spock fan, I'll put it to you this way: there's a 25-year-old Spock. It's young Spock.
Okay.
It's lots of it's
Did
young
they hire
Spock.
his son or what for the role? Or?
No, God, no. Leonard Nimoy's son. He's like 50.
Yeah, he's old too.
I know, yeah. Grandson. Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy just died at like 82. I mean, recently. So
there must be something weird because when I was a little kid, I identified with that character so much. The complete stone cold, no
Right.
emotion. Yeah, which is not really who I am at all.
Right.
For some reason, as a kid, I thought that was really cool.
Well, yeah, because when we're children, we're out of control with our emotions.
maybe
Are
that
you
was it.
kidding?
Yeah,
true.
You hate everybody. You hate everything. You love everybody. You love everything. Everything is hate and love. There's no gray areas when you're a kid. And Spock was all the gray areas. I'm sad, but I don't want to be sad. But I'm going to cry, but I don't want to cry. Things like that. I mean, it's a study, and I'll tell you what. If you were to watch, you will see a lot of the origins, and you will identify with the Spock character even more because you learn some of the details of his upbringing, and
Right.
you will
What
identify
made him
with
so
him more.
emotionally controlled?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's called an emotionally controlling father, is what it's called.
Didn't have one of those.
But it is. Oh, can we all relate to that?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. So, I just want to know, because you two worked with him more closely. What is it like to work on set with Tamerlane?
You go first, Murray.
Do you mean with Tamerlane the character or the person behind that? Because you know he wears lots of different hats. So
Right. Well,
when we're on set, he actually might be like helping direction and production and running around helping people out with mics and lights, and so he keeps himself busy on all aspects of the production when he's actually on set.
Right.
When he's Tamerlane, of course, he comes to life as Tamerlane and gives that 110%.
Oh yeah. It's not just all orange painted beard and a gold rack and aviator sunglasses
And that funny laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tamerlane's a character. I love Tamerlane. I hate and love him at the same time.
Do you
But-
hate him? That's interesting. Why do you
Yeah,
hate him?
I hate Tamerlane. Are you serious? He runs
he's your
around
enemy.
terrorizing everybody.
Aha.
He terrorizes
Okay,
me
so
in
you're in character.
every show I'm at, every show I'm in, he's there. I can't stand Tamerlane.
See, I was one of his henchmen, so I kind of like. I guess I
Oh yeah, you are a henchman.
yeah, because I'm one of his pals, you know. I'm
Oh,
in the
no,
gang.
he's always terrorizing me in
So I don't feel
everything.
terrorized.
Literally. So,
Oh,
but Ed, he's okay. He's okay. Just a little bit.
It's all right.
It's all
It's
right.
okay. All right, so let's get down to some of the basic info here about you two, so the my viewers can get to know you. Well, first of all, Murray, in your case, it's rather obvious where you're from. But okay, first of all, where are you guys from?
New
Tuwana,
Zealand.
New Zealand, and
I am from Miami, Florida.
Miami.
I have Haitian ethnicity.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Haitian. Sac
Oh.
passe.
hey, San Pase, okay, all right on. Hey, totally down with all my Caribbean
So
friends.
now, from now on, whenever anyone Haitian says sac passe, you both are gonna say not boule.
Nabule.
Yep, not boule. Yep,
Nabule.
we're burning. What's good? We hot. We
Yeah,
good.
it's
yeah.
hot.
Ready to go.
Yeah, I'm from here too. Trust me, I know. Then Nabule. And then they look at me like, how come you white boy you don't know how to talk like that? That's crazy. Yeah, oh yeah. Those are, hey, you know what? All South Florida people are my people,
So
man.
you understand, yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Listen, when you're a Florida native, okay, and you're an Anglo or white, whatever you want to call Caucasian, and you still live in South Florida, okay, you're down with the people.
Yeah, you
have
have
to
to
be,
be.
don't you?
You have to be.
How can
Such a
you
melting
not
pot.
be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the last bastions of racist douchebags that don't like anybody who don't speak English and don't got white skin, they lived in Davie, and even they left.
They
Yeah.
did?
They left.
Jeez, I wish I'd been there for the party.
No, a lot. Listen, a lot of the rednecks in that are left in
It's all
Davie.
West Palm Beach and North.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go out to Green Acres and check
Oh,
them out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's a few rebel flags that go up on the pole and they stay up on the pole
And they
and
stay.
And they haven't been burned yet?
and what you
No.
gonna say about it? No,
They're on Sunday
no.
night?
That's a cross. That's a cross, and that's every other Sunday, unless there's a Christian holiday. So
That's right.
okay, so you're
Is that after the lynching or before?
no, there's no lynching. We can't.
We don't do that
they,
anymore. They stopped that, you sure?
they stopped it because there's
Southern
just
states?
you can't get away with it anymore.
Good.
You can't. So I mean, people are missing persons bulletins, but anyway, okay. Acting wise, okay. Move on because we can grind on this for a
I
while.
know.
How long have you been acting?
I've been acting, I want to say professionally since 2009. That was right after I graduated college. That's when I really took it in stride and just went with it. So yeah, professionally since 2009. Wow, 10 years. Been acting in the South Florida area.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm over here doing math. I'm like, that's 10 years.
That's 10 years.
That's 10.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Scary,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is scary.
Something you think of as 4 or 5 years ago, and then you do the math,
Right,
and it's
and you're like, oh
a
my
decade went by.
goodness.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, my Kiwi friend.
Well, it's something that I've fallen into probably 4 years total. But even then, I tiptoed around the edge of the pool and just dipped my little toe in it.
Dabbled.
I really was afraid of it and didn't know what I was doing at that point in my life because I just finished one long career and said enough of that. So it was a creative shift sideways, and this came along, and I've been gradually picking up momentum, and it seems to feel like it's the right place I was supposed to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do want to add that because you'll probably go into the vault and see stuff from me from like 2003 to... I just want to say professionally since 2009.
Professional.
So
a caveat: it's professionally.
It's professionally.
But well, I mean, okay. Well, amateur-wise, I mean, you know, in all things considered, that's part of your influence of why you do this or why you've done this. So, what was that inspiration? What was that muse that made you get into this?
Well, I mean, ever since I was little, it was always easier, you know, when we started getting into those things when we were younger, like putting on plays or something like that, right?
Getting attention.
Yes, exactly. It was just always easier to be someone else than it was to be myself. Like, I am a shy person in general, which is probably weird. I'm an actress. But when I'm myself, I'm really shy. Like, I don't like intimate settings, meeting people. It just feels weird. But as someone else, I don't know. I can take on any role. And
talk into the microphone, actress.
Yes. There you go.
There you go. You can even turn it a little bit. That's no problem.
You're
you were looking over here talking. You were looking over here talking to me, and I'm looking over at the board, and I'm not seeing like the lights move.
Do you see movement now?
Well, you're going, and let me tell you, and you're starting to lead us, and yes, and you know what? That's a Haitian woman thing.
Yes, it is.
That's a Haitian woman thing. That is a Bohemian woman thing. That is a Caribbean woman thing.
Talk with your hands.
Talk with the hands and leave. Fuck this microphone. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
You know, just get right up. But that's okay. That's awesome, though. Okay, so keep going. Your influence.
Yeah, so it was, and then also you get the question, like, what do you want to be in life? Well, it was like, well, I want to be an actress because I could be anything. I could be a doctor.
I want to be a cowboy.
Right, I could be a cowboy as an actress. I could be anything in the world. So I was just really intrigued. I found myself watching something and then going in the mirror practicing it. So it's just something I love to do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Since I was young.
No, hey, that's awesome. That's what the question's for. It's like something you like to do. Meanwhile, Murray, you just do it for the chicks?
You know, that's interesting because that's what Mel Gibson said. That was his answer early on in his career. No, again, like Tuwana, I was very reserved as a kid.
Right.
But just when I look back, there's the odd occasion where I actually got pushed up on stage for whatever reason it was, and I quite enjoyed it, but I shrunk away from it as well. And when I think back, I think, well, yeah, there's glimmers of that performer there, but I never ever pursued it. I took a practical approach to life and did functional jobs and careers. And then, as I said earlier, once you run that career through to the end, it's like, okay, now what am I going to do? And you've got to fish down your little bag of tricks and go, what makes me excited to get up in the morning? What do I enjoy? What makes me breathe? So then I knew it was creative for me. So that's how I sort of swerved into this.
Right. It's like Gary V says. It's like Gary Vaynerchuk says. Do what you love.
Yeah.
Do your passion.
Yep.
Just do it. Just get to it. Just get right to it. Yeah. And I mean, you've run the span of a career. What was your previous career?
I was a chef.
A chef.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know that.
And it says so in his bio. I just wanted him to tell us.
Oh. I didn't read his bio.
He's also an importer and exporter of fine motorcycles.
Yeah, that too.
And see
that I kind of knew. I think I heard you talking about that.
And he's world traveled a little bit. And
yes, that I know.
He's essentially Anthony Bourdain without the producer,
without the income,
or the
income, I guess,
or the crushing depression that made him commit suicide.
That too.
Well, no, I don't have that. No. I sort of got to a stage
that
in my life where, you know how we sort of are programmed down this channel of having a job or a career, and we chase it, and we chase it, and we chase it, and we chase it, you know, and eventually we end up buying the house and getting the things we need, and then you think, I think it was that Kiyosaki guy, whatever his name, you know, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Why have one income? Why have one source of income? Why do we limit ourselves to doing that when you can have much more fun doing this for 10 hours, doing that for 16 hours, doing that for 3 hours, and all these things, and they might have originated as a hobby, become streams of income.
Right.
And that's how my life is now. I do bits and pieces.
Right.
That's good.
Oh no,
it's
fucking brilliant. It is. It's awesome.
Diversify your portfolio, man.
Oh, most definitely. Well, eventually this is going to actually start making some real money. I mean, we get little remunerations, and we do barter things here and there with with sponsors and whatnot. But once this starts to become a source of income, it was like, oh, you want to quit your job? I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to quit my job.
Right.
My job, I work 3 nights a week. I'm surrounded by hot naked women.
Yeah, you have fun at your job.
I can smoke cigars on the job. I'm a cigar. I'm a cigar aficionado. I'm a cigar enthusiast. I can smoke. If I really wanted to, and I have on occasion, I can smoke cigars and drink scotch on the job.
At the same time?
Yeah, because customers come up to me all the time. Hey, can I get you something to drink? I'm like,
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah. And I know we have Macallan 12. I love Macallan Scotch. I've had 30 of the 30-year-old Macallan Scotch. Mm-hmm. It is the finest liquor you've ever had in your mouth ever. So I know we have Macallan 12. So I'm like, yeah, just tell the bartender to give Gonzo a Macallan. And the bartender knows I want 2 little ice cubes, boom, boom, for a little chill to it, and sometimes they'll give me 2 or 3. So why would I leave one source of income? I just expand your horizons for sure.
Yeah, if you like it, stay.
I mean, do you need to be there all the time for importing and exporting motorcycles? No. See, exactly.
And that's a passion, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. It came out of a hobby. Yeah. I've liked old motorcycles for donkey's years, so now I've seen them around the world and buy them and sell them.
And one of my influences, and one of the reasons why I'm called Gonzo, Hunter S. Thompson, he was a motorcycle enthusiast.
Okay.
I mean, he started his career kind of started with the book Hell's Angels. He went out and rode with the Hell's Angels for like a year.
Oh, wow.
Until they beat the shit out of him, and then he wrote a book, and he was both kind and unkind.
I kind of want to ask you, why did they beat the shit out of him?
Well, you're either in or you're not, and you have to do certain things that the club require.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just a waste of their time.
Yeah.
And once you're in. It's like the mafia. You're in for life.
Yeah.
Oh, so he went in to do a biography about them as
and he was
member?
tolerated. He was tolerated.
that's
Their
amazing.
leader said, "Yeah, come on, you're going to write a nice. I like the way you write," because he saw him write a few magazine articles. So he's like, "All right, you're a cool guy, whatever." And of course, Hunter kept showing up with weed, so that always helped too.
Yeah.
This was 1966 for crying out loud. But he rode with them. Can you imagine this? A dozen big nasty bikers on panheads and shovel heads and wide glides and these choppers. Yeah. And here's Hunter Thompson, skinny journalist, on a Vincent Black Shadow on a cafe racer, following them as they're roaring down the street.
Following or leading?
Yeah. Oh no. He could. He could by a lot.
Yes.
They were called cafe racers, I believe they were called back then.
I guess so. And that term's still around, and that whole style of motorcycle has had a sort of a renaissance since the 90s.
Right.
And there are clubs. There's even a club in West Palm Beach that I belong to.
Right.
And it's all cafe racer guys.
Yeah, it's the Vincents. Yeah, the
well,
black.
to own a Vincent now, you've got to have a spare 150k to throw around. They are really the most expensive motorcycle in the world.
Yeah.
If you ever watch Bonham's auctions or anything like that,
right.
They're worth.
Oh, they're up to 150 now. Yeah,
Yep.
Wow. Because I saw one on the auction that was like 85,000. I was like, wow, really? And it was like a 20-year-old bike, and they wanted 80,000 for it.
Wow.
20 years old, Vincent.
Yeah. So the Vincent. There's various models, and the Rapide was the one to have because that was the fastest one.
Right.
That broke the speed records on the Bonneville Salt Flats.
And Hunter rode the Black Shadow.
Black Shadow.
Black Shadow.
Yep.
He was a big Vincent Black Shadow fan.
Okay.
And so much so that there was a band that named themselves Vincent Black Shadow.
Okay.
But it wasn't because of the motorcycle; it was because of Hunter.
Oh, wow.
Because they read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and all of the above. So he's and I've promised my mother that I wouldn't ride a motorcycle until after she died, because I like motorcycles. I like bikes. I like bikes a lot. Yeah. But I'm not allowed. I promised. So hey, turn your ringer off.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Right.
So I was gonna say, was that ding? Made me look at my phone like, I'm an idiot.
I was like, I thought I turned mine off.
Well,
That's the same ding I have.
No, I have a giggity. I have Quagmire on mine.
Ah.
Mine goes giggity. And usually I get one, But okay, so we've gone through influences. We've gone through wait. We didn't know you were not getting away with this. What have you done in a previous career? Or what's your day job now?
Okay, because what I've done as a previous career, we'd need a day to go through all the jobs I've had. But right now, currently, my day job, I do TurboTax. So I work for Intuit, the company, and I do taxes for them. And I also do taxes on the side. And I also work for the United States Census Bureau. So I got lots of jobs.
I'm going to check the other box. I am other for everything. Race, other. Age, don't want to say. Now, I ain't telling you people shit.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Get that a lot.
Yeah, especially now. We're getting that a lot. But I'm not doing the decennial, which a lot of people automatically assume because that's 2020.
Right.
Yeah, it's just another survey, just a regular housing survey.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Well, a little inside information here on the Gonzo Radio Show.
We
right
have
on.
hundreds of surveys, guys, not just the decennial.
Oh, okay. We're here for you. We give you that backstage information.
Yes.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to run the Divination trailer,
Thank you.
which features your bright smiling face. And when we come back, we will endure the 7 deadly questions. How about that? I mean, I know you've been warned.
Oh.
I know you've been told.
Yes.
So we're gonna see how well you've been warned and how well you've been told with 7 deadly questions right after this. Right now, though, check out this trailer from Divination featuring our very own Tuwana. And wait, let's get a nice white fade here. More Gonzo Radio right after this.
Cards aren't chosen by accident. It's almost as if we were all brought here for a reason.
So let's try this introduction again. Raya, Daniel, Raya.
Before you woke me up, I had the weirdest dream, and she was in my dream.
She's a little different.
I can't be down with it.
You believe in the unseen. You sometimes feel it, but you rarely ever see it.
I told you she could tell us some things.
I think so. I think it shows. I mean, especially for me who likes to tool on my bikes, it's...
All right, we're back. I'm a totally horrible host because I'm too busy over here cracking my beer, woohoo, and grabbing last second images. Welcome back to the Gonzo Radio Show. I'm under control. I've got everything under control now. While we were away on the break, of course, you guys had the pleasure of checking out the trailer for Divination, and I will be I'll probably be watching my first episodes tonight. Actually, after you guys leave, I'll wait till after you leave, so you don't worry about So, what do you think? It's all right. It was okay, I guess.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, are you kidding? I'm. You can once again you can ask Ed. I'm very supportive of the arts in South Florida because I'm like the biggest wannabe actor, singer, whatever. I mean I've done my bit. Are you familiar with Matt Florio? Matt Florio, he does comedy shorts. He's done some really fun stuff.
No, Matt Florio.
I've worked with Matt a few times too. I've done some work with Humaya Studios. Humaya used to be the producer when we did a big like 3-wide desk shot with the big backgrounds on a set and a really nice we shoot 3 episodes at a time. That Humaya used to work. I mean, I've worked with a few people in South Florida, so you probably run across them actually too.
Yeah.
So you probably have.
It's a small acting town. Entertainment.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. What I'm really hoping is the state of Florida gets their head out of their ass and they really bring back the incentives for producers to come back to South Florida.
I know. Could you imagine we could have been Georgia right now, like where they're at? Could you imagine?
Well, I think DiCaprio is working on that. I know
DiCaprio?
He had a big conversation with the previous governor.
Really?
Yeah, they had a meeting, and he's filming in Orlando right now. One of his production companies are there.
Right. Here's something really funny because we had a little bit of just a very, very short discussion about politics, both left and right politics, if you will, and that's one thing that I've found not necessarily refreshing, but just kind of surprising that Ron DeSantis, the current governor of the state of Florida, everybody thought he was going to be like this right-wing psycho MAGA hat shit show. And he's not.
No, he's not.
Nope.
He's not.
He's for Florida.
Yeah.
I really believe he's for Florida.
He
And
is
I
a
believe
rational Republican, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And anyone would put the incentive back, it would be him. I feel like he would do it more so than who was the one? I forget his name. I hate to say that. The one that was running against him. Just a mind blurb right now.
The previous one.
No, not the previous run. No. Not the senator, not our senator. The black guy he was running against.
Oh, Cory Booker?
No,
No,
he's not Cory Booker.
No.
He doesn't even
Cory
look like Cory
Booker.
Booker.
No, actually, I know you mean Tallahassee.
Cory Booker's running for president.
Yeah, that's right. I get marketed by all of them, so that's why I get confused.
Oh,
Okay.
it's just like it's on the
Give
tip
me
of
money,
my
give me
tongue. I
money.
just can't get.
All right.
it
Well,
out of my
listen. Anyway, but it's still refreshing to see
Yeah.
somebody who is you kind of expect this.
Right.
This image to come across, and all the horror stories that were being told in the campaign about how he's going to do this and he's going to do that, and he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Everybody was being told that he was going to roll back the medical cannabis laws, and he was going to make cannabis 100% illegal, and roll it back to.
That was a thing. Wow, I didn't hear that one.
And
man.
And he went the opposite direction with it.
Yeah.
He brought legislation and he brought the rules and he brought the laws into focus to where cannabis will probably be legalized on a recreational basis much faster.
I think so.
Okay.
Too, I agree.
And he made that's the reason why you saw all of a sudden in the last 2 or 3 years CBD this and CBD that and CBD because nobody wanted anything to do with CBD therapy or the therapeutic results of CBD oils until now.
Yep.
So do you think
Because
the fear mongering around him
Census.
before election was actually generated by the fact of he was following the previous guy?
Just because he was Republican.
Well, no, but he was
And
following
then
another
what was
Republican who was an
happening around the
extreme
time.
follower of the extreme right. So
Well, the thing
therefore they
about-
thought, oh my God, we're going to get another one. But no, we've got someone much, much better. And I think this Senate,
I think it was the Times. I think anybody who claimed Republican at the time got it. period, during, the whole Senate race, because it was just the thing, that's who's running the presidency, and that's the administration people don't like. Yeah. And they think that has to do with being a Republican, but that's just the administration. It doesn't necessarily mean all Republicans are this way, or however people felt.
They're not all crazy.
Right.
No,
exactly.
That's right. And now we have a governor that's showing that, which is great. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Great for Florida.
All right, that's your political roundtable.
Here it is. We've done it.
And now, actually, now that you've all been prepared and you've all been warned, now it's time for.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
You trying to pull that SpongeBob? Okay, I'm gonna head out.
Yep.
That's it. You're SpongeBobbing me. You're okay.
That's
that 7
Homer
deadly
meme?
questions. I'm gonna head out.
The Homer gif where he's going back into the bushes. That's us right now.
Before we get started with the 7 deadly questions, though, I did go and I did manage to magically find the graphic that we need, the BFIS. For ACT, I did manage to find that, ACT Broward. The other thing that you're going to do, I have no idea about. I haven't been told about, so I'll have to talk to Ed about that, and we'll continue pushing it anyway. But another little something that I wanted to push was, and this is for me, it's because it's a network thing, because it's produced by the Gonzo Radio Show, and that is coming up on the 28th. On September 28th at the Brass Monkey. We've been having a comedy night at Brass Monkey for the last, going on 6 months now, the last 6 shows. And I can tell you quite confidently, we've had a lot of great shows, a lot of really funny comics. We have a group, a posse, a gang of guys. They're called the United Nations Tour. Okay, and it consists of 6 comics, sometimes 7. Right now it's 6, and that's Nadim Awad, Brian Coronado, Phil Ismay, Ciro Dobrik, Randy Vega, and Chris Shepard. And these are all gentlemen from different ethnicities from around the globe. And they will all be hosted by the comedy queen of darkness, Miss Sarah Cutler. And that will be the United Nation Comedy Tour. Makes a stop at the Brass Monkey. That's Saturday night, September 28th.
Oh, sounds like fun. That's my birthday.
Oh, it's a riot.
I should come for my birthday.
I've had some of those guys on the show. They're a lot of fun. They're really, really funny. Of course, they're comedians. Really dark. Some of them are a little twisted. Some of them are a little like, yeah, I could see you, on a news story, going on a short killing spree, but. They have that dark manic energy that I love in comics, and when they answer the 7 deadly questions, it's back up. You have to go.
What?
Really?
Compared, right?
It's like can we go to jail for saying that?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've got like maybe 120 people that are watching this or whatnot, but can I go to jail for saying that? But they're a lot of fun to have here, and you guys are going to have a lot of fun with the 7 deadly questions.
Oh, God.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, you're sitting down, so there you go. All right, so we're going to start off with number 1, lust. Who would you? Anybody in the world, man, woman, fictitious character, anime character, living, dead, historical figure? Who would you just love to have sex with?
I don't know. I just never, honestly, I know this sounds crazy. I honestly have never thought about it. But I will say the most I've done is have like crushes. I've had crushes.
Yes.
When you're younger. Yeah. Can I pick someone from my younger years?
All right, I'm going to have to say this. There's no celebrity or movie star that you have gone so far as to consider it. I'm not talking about like masturbate in a candlelit room or anything like that. I'm just talking about somebody goes,
on a Tuesday.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
that's
see,
tomorrow, actually.
Right.
Did I let my secret out? Damn.
Right. I mean, the last guy I wanted,
fantasized about.
I got him. That's my boyfriend. So
yeah. All
right. I was crushing on him for a long time. And,
all right, that violates a rule. You cannot say your significant other.
Okay,
that's
that's
is just ass kissing. He's probably watching right now, going, woman, no, that's not the answer. That's not what you're supposed to say.
Okay, well, I had a really huge crush on like Chris Tucker when I was like younger. So I guess, but I was young. You know?
Chris Tucker.
I wanted to marry him. I didn't think about sex yet. I was like, I'm gonna marry him one day.
Okay,
Close enough.
that works.
Yeah.
All right, Murray, you're not getting out of this.
Well, it's interesting because I think Tuwana and I must be similar in that respect. You know, there's
You
crushes.
got a crush on Chris Tucker too?
Shh, did I say that? Oh, shit. No. Okay, so I'm going to go with crushes because I'm kind of, that whole just sex and nothing else doesn't really...
Yeah, we're romantic.
Doesn't ring my bell.
We're
Doesn't
romantic.
smoke my tires.
You guys make me feel like such a pig. I do. I feel like so, and that's fine. You got to own it. I mean, I am. I mean,
But I'm going to say Olivia Newton-John when I was 14.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
in
That's
Greece.
a good one.
I think I was in
Let's
love
get physical.
with an image. And then more recently, I have to say Halle Berry
Oh, very good ones. Yeah.
because I think she's
horrible
smoking-
Catwoman,
Smoking
but really
hot in
hot.
her
Yeah,
50s.
horrible, but
Really,
yeah, she's good.
She's keeping it
You
together
have to answer
and
it
looks
too.
really
I want
good.
to know yours.
You want me to answer
Yes, yes.
it? Okay. Zoe Saldana.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Zoe.
she's right up there
very
too.
Nice.
Yeah.
very
Zoe Saldana.
Yep.
She solidified. You remember the movie Colombiana?
Yes. You liked Colombiana?
Wow, but not a great movie.
Oh, okay,
I didn't see
okay,
that
okay.
one.
But she, I mean,
She looked
just,
great.
She was sweating the whole time. and I mean, and I don't have a sweat fetish, but she was like perspiring and breathing hard and whooping ass the whole
Yes,
movie.
she was.
Yeah.
And then, she took a shower. You saw a little side boob. You saw her butt, wet. And it's Zoe, and she plays superheroes, and she plays crazy women, and she's a good actress.
And she's good. She looks good
And
in blue.
she's just
too. Avatar.
gorgeous. I mean, she is just
Totally blue.
beautiful.
Totally blue. She looks
I mean,
good, totally blue too.
And I don't have a type, but I do have a type of where I like women with like aquiline features. Mm-hmm. Okay, and she to me has a bearing of a queen almost.
Yeah.
She has a very
Regal.
regal
Yeah,
bearing to
she
her.
does.
Yes.
She really does, and that I don't know, that turns me on. That and the whole sweating and whooping ass for an hour and a half, that was
There you
really
go.
cool.
I can see it.
Well, and like I said, and then she she does Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
which I mean, playing Gamora was amazing. They even went so far as to immediately change how they drew Gamora when they cast her.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't know that
I
part.
saw
was great.
her in the comic book pages before she was on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, we're just going to change her face.
Wow.
We're
She
gonna
was
cha-
great at she's
oh.
great at Gamora. Oh, I love her. I really
Oh,
do.
just awesome! Just she holds that movie together. She really does. All of her and Dave Bautista. Who would think that
surprisingly
Dave Bautista?
great actor, right? In general, I like his acting.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
I'm
and
surprised.
He's hysterical.
Yeah.
because playing a character like Drax, where Drax is everything is literal,
Right.
everything is stone cold literal, and he has no filter. He's like, "Oh, I understand, but you're hideous." It's like, you got no.
he does that so well.
Drax has no chill, But okay, so we're getting sidetracked. You had to make me say Zoe Saldana. Okay, number two, gluttony. I'll ask the questions here.
Okay.
Okay, gluttony. What's your favorite pig out food?
I'll go first on this one. I've recently discovered just down the road from me in Pompano Beach an Asian seafood buffet. And they have a ton of good stuff there for a very reasonable price. And you can just pig out on sushi, sashimi, octopus, mussels, everything seafood is there and more. They've got a bit of Peking duck just in case.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We got a buffet to get to.
Yeah,
that was my
sounds
marketing
good.
push.
You're
When you
doing
say
pretty
buffet,
well.
you're talking dirty to a fat guy. You understand that, right?
Oh,
We're
totally.
immediately getting into dirty talk.
Oh, yeah. You haven't been there yet? Oh, my God. It's the
Okay,
best.
so seafood. You can just shove seafood and sushi into your face over and over and over
Well,
again.
because I don't have any guilt about it.
Right.
If I actually eat until my stomach hurts, I'm
Right.
not thinking about the chocolatey eclair that I shouldn't have eaten, or the or the cheesecake. None of that.
Not thinking about eating yourself to diabetes and causing your pancreas to fail.
No, nothing
Yeah.
like that at all. No, you just got a big dose of iron and all sorts of other goodies. Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, Tuwana, you can run, but you can't hide. What would repeatedly shovel into your mouth. You can't get enough of num 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 num.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go with the easy answer. I'm gonna say, you know that buffet spot, Golden Corral? I could eat Golden Corral all day. Just the array of food that they have. All the types of food. The steak, they got lobster, they got shrimp.
Yeah.
You can have anything
Everything.
you want.
Golden Corral buffet.
I love Golden Corral
look at
buffet.
that.
I love buffet food.
Does that
in
mean you're a
general,
cheap
but-
date?
Yeah, I am.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, and you want me to answer? I'm going to say Carnegie Deli cheesecake.
Really?
The Carnegie Deli in New York City. They have another one that's in Las Vegas at the Mirage. By the way, I'm going to Las Vegas in 3 more days.
For the cheesecake,
And the
obviously.
Carnegie Deli cheesecake it had to be made by Satan. It's that decadent. The devil made it, and I'm going to eat it anyway. Strawberry, blueberry, caramel, pineapple, whatever.
Oh, so they have flavors like that.
Yeah,
like all types of
no,
flavors.
it's cheesecake with the stuff on it,
Yeah.
and the cheesecake is amazing.
It's rich.
And it's a New York style
rich,
cheesecake.
yeah, rich,
Yeah,
rich.
real rich,
It is
yeah.
so dense,
Yeah.
light can't escape from it. It is a black hole of richness. I mean, literally, the slice of cheesecake weighs 5 pounds on the friggin' plate. Okay,
And then 10 pounds when you get it in your stomach.
right, and then
sounds
right
like
after you're done
5,000
eating it, get in an Uber and go right back to your hotel room because hopefully you don't fall asleep on the elevator on the way up because
Food coma.
it will induce a food coma.
Itis.
Give you the itis, exactly. Okay, number 3, greed. Okay, everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got to have their stuff. They got to collect baseball cards. They got to collect comic books, dust, whatever. What is it? Excuse me, burp. What is it that you guys have to have?
Well, I'm just a hoarder by nature. My mom, I get that from her. And I love you, Mom. She's watching and listening.
Hoard.
But if I had to pick just one thing to hoard, I would have to say my T-shirt collection. It just because it's just memories. It reminds me of places, other than pictures, obviously. But it reminds me of places I've been, events I've gone to.
Totally relate.
I have so many T-shirts from different, and also I'm a brand ambassador, so I have T-shirts from like T-Mobile, Sprint, Chrysler, all these car shows and trade shows I've ever done. I just collect. I have so many T-shirts.
Are you going to do a T-shirt wall one day?
I think so. I think I
Yeah,
want to
cool.
do I want to frame, I want to do a T-shirt wall and frame like the best
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
I love T-shirts.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want a Gonzo T-shirt actually. Now since I've been here.
I will make sure you get one. It's actually the design on the wall behind you.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, as long as you're not worried about a Pornhub logo, that's fine.
No, not at all.
It's not really a Pornhub logo. Anyway, okay.
It looks like it, but I know people. I mean, when you look at it, it's striking. You automatically think orange.
I got so much blowback when we came out with that variant. People were like, oh my God, people are going to think you're Pornhub. I'm like, well, let's see. Pornhub gets about 15 million hits a day, so whoops. I'm not Pornhub. But thank you for the 150,000 hits.
Right.
Yeah, people like to freak out about stuff. Okay, Murray,
All right, so this is an interesting topic because I don't.
did you take notes?
I did.
He made notes.
Well, slightly. I had it all written out 3 pages, but I reduced it down just in case I couldn't
Okay.
bring a book in with me.
What's the thing you got?
So I don't see greed and hoarding as the same thing.
Okay.
I think we hoard. There's various reasons why we hoard, and the most simple one of those, professed by Dr. Carl Jung, is that if you go back far enough, we always collected, and usually it was for survival, nuts and berries and things like that. We would hoard for the days when we couldn't hunt and find a deer because it was snowing or however. So if you relate it back to ancient man, you can see the reason why we're hoarders. So I don't think that's quite greed. Now, I'd actually forgotten until Tuwana mentioned it. I've actually got a T-shirt collection myself.
Oh.
Yes, I'd forgotten completely about that, but I hoard motorcycles. Yes.
Yes, you need lots of space to do that.
Well, I don't think I'm greed. I don't see the greed in it. I think there's some sort of emotional attachment to owning these things, and it makes me feel safe, and I can move them about and arrange them how I like. Could it be a control thing? Maybe. But I like riding too, and I love motorcycles, so it's
Yeah,
just
you like to collect them.
one is never enough. And 2 wasn't enough, and 3 wasn't enough, and now I'm up to 15.
It's
Wow,
not
really?
hoarding if you use them.
I do. I try to.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's not hoarding
wow.
if you use them. All right, that's a good one.
That also tests my mechanical skills with old bikes too, because they don't always want to run at all.
No, no, they definitely don't.
No. But if
Okay.
it doesn't start, you always got another one to get on. So that's,
Oh, yeah, but I was going to say you got a backup.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to number 4, sloth. Sloth. What is it that you like to get out of? What is it? The task, the duty. What is it? Look.
Oh, your phone is... There you go.
That's hilarious. Google.
It's my Uncle Jim.
Of South America and Central America. Did you know sloths sleep in trees some 10 to 15 hours every day?
Good on them.
Wow. 10 to 15 hours.
I want that job.
Thanks, Google.
Google.
Dick. AI. I'm telling you right now. It's
We
good.
didn't even say Google. I don't understand. And it does that. Oh, I'm sorry. Because my phone's gonna do that too.
I was going to say
Probably
either
all
of
our
you,
phones.
you have Apple. Don't say the S word then.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Shenanigan.
Well, okay. A quick aside. My job, I work on a microphone, so every once in a while, I like to go kill the mic and go, okay, Google, show me grandma porn.
It's gonna pull it up too.
Mine says, "Oops, can you try again?"
Oh, that's
There
funny.
you go.
Okay, mine didn't.
And
hear
you
that.
will see guys grab their phone and go, "No!" So, all right. So, let's see. Sloth. Yes, we move on to sloth. I don't want to hear about sloths. Okay, just make sure the phone did. What is it that you like to get out of doing?
Anything possible. I like to be just home. I tried to get out of this radio show, Gonzo.
Why? Why?
I don't know. I just like to be home in bed and just relaxing. I just that's what I work so hard and work so much. When I have downtime, I just want to be home.
Sure.
You know FOMO, right? Fear of missing
Fear
out.
of missing out,
I don't
yeah.
ever have FOMO. I have phobia or something.
It's
Fear of being included. Like, please, just don't invite me. I just it's okay.
You just
Parties
have
get canceled.
FMO.
Yeah.
You just have FMO. Fuck missing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Or FIMO, FYMO. Fuck, you're missing out.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you. I don't have FOMO either. If I go out and do something, it's because I really want to go out and do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people. Okay, Murray.
Well, this is
What-
really quite simple.
what's your thing?
I hate mopping, cleaning floors.
Oh,
My floors get real shitty, and then I look at them and go, oh, not yet. And then another week goes by, and they're even worse. And I go, gee, that's pretty disgusting. And another week goes by, and then finally I have this mental fit and just attack the floor. But I really don't like doing floors.
it's like your floor starts to feel like the floor of a old movie theater.
Well, you know when the little hand comes out of the carpet and grabs your ankle as you go by?
Yeah,
Like,
that's bad.
ugh.
That's bad.
pretty
That's
bad.
Oh,
yeah.
that's disgusting. Yeah.
Okay. Yikes. Wrath. We get into the anger now. We get into the real. We get into real meat and potatoes.
This is tough.
Who in the world would you just love to punch dead in the face?
Oh gosh, I already know what Murray's gonna say.
No, that's
Don't go
so
with the easy
easy.
answer, Murray.
Well, first of all,
Real
Murray,
easy.
hold your T-shirt up a little bit. If,
No.
if you could, just
No.
Oh
hold
yeah,
it up a
oh yeah,
little
the
bit.
camera.
Oh, no.
Come
you
on,
can see
show
us
us
in
your
the
T-shirt.
No, we've got on a completely different variation now.
Oh,
Let me see.
People on their phones while driving their cars.
Oh.
Driving the car requires concentration and focus.
right.
People on their phone have got divided concentration.
Yep.
They do dangerous, shitty things. I ride a motorcycle.
Yep.
I get pissed.
Yep. I just had a friend sell his motorcycle because it's too goddamn dangerous to drive.
Yeah, I had a lady today. She swung out into the left turn lane from a straight ahead lane as I was coming up, and I was only doing about 20 miles an hour, so I was able to stop quickly. And then as she'd pulled her car halfway across my lane, she then looked in the mirror to see if there's anything coming, and she had her phone stuck to her face.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I would have punched through the window into her head quite happily. And
if I was a cop,
dragged her
I
out
would-
and stomped on it a couple of times, just to, make
Well,
sure.
and if I was a cop, I would have been like,
Oh, I didn't
"You
see
want
that.
me to give you a ticket?" And not you, her. Okay,
There you go.
Tuwana. Who
Okay.
is it?
Ah man, I don't want to get heavy, but this is what I really feel like right now. anybody that ever accuses someone, like any woman that ever accuses somebody of rape that didn't rape them, I want to punch her dead in her throat, especially since there's really no kind of punishment for them. I want to punch them right in their jaw. And of course, I want to punch any man that really rapes a woman. I want to punch them right in their, you know what I'm talking about.
The kids call it their junk nowadays.
Their junk, their jewels, whatever.
Well, no, jewels. No, then you're talking about punch them in the shit.
Yeah.
Punch them in the shit again. That would be a Killer Mike line from Run the Jewels. Punch them in the shit again. Punch them in the shit again. Okay. Well, no, and I totally agree with that. But there's sort of I wouldn't say a movement afoot, but there's a change of attitude to where you're getting men who have been accused of sexual assault or rape or inappropriate behavior or whatever it may be in the public forum in a legal stance, in a legal sense, and now they are countersuing for defamation.
Yep, I'm glad they're doing that, because I mean it's been too many times, like, you know, and then they ruin these lives. A lot of it happens to be, you know, athletes,
right?
You know, especially African American athletes.
As much as I don't condone Antonio Brown's behavior as a professional athlete, I think he's idiotic. Okay, he's doing what he can. I think he's got CTE. I think he's got some sort of damage. He's got something going on up there. But if you erroneously, or if you are maliciously accuse somebody of a sexual assault with the intent of ruining them like that, and then they countersue, well, guess what? They countersue. You got to prove that your information is right.
Yep. Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, and I do not want to victim shame, and I don't want to discourage anybody from coming out and reporting that type of criminal activity.
Right.
You know, that type of violation.
And that's why I want to punch them, because they make them scared. Like the ones that lie and they
mess it up for the rest of them.
Right, it messes up for the rest of them. You know,
fucking it up for the legit cases.
Right.
Yep. Okay, good. We're over there. Almost got too heavy. But it was pretty heavy though. It was a good one. Okay, we're on to number 6. Envy. Who is it that you admire the most and you would love to just swap lives with them? You would want to be them, even for a minute, an hour, a day. Who is it that you would love to be?
Right. I'm going to throw you a curveball and play the devil's advocate. Nobody. And the reason I say that is because we never really get to see into people who are famous, people who are wealthy, people who are in the public eye for whatever reason. We don't really get to see what their personal lives are like.
Right.
And here is a really, really good example, Robin Williams. Now, obviously, here was a man that was sad some of the time of his life, despite all the achievements that he achieved. That sounds corny, but... So we don't really see into their personal lives. So why would you really want to be somebody else? I think like just being the best version of who you are as an individual on this planet is about the best thing you can do. Does that mess up your envy theory? Sorry.
Kind of boring answer.
Oh,
no, I'm just saying. I like it. No, I like it.
Okay.
Honestly, like that. That's true. You know.
I used to be envious of people. I have got to an age at a stage where I'm not anymore.
Yeah, you just want to live your best life and do. I know exactly what you mean, for sure.
Be the best I can be.
All right, fine. But other than the best that you can be, who would be interesting to you to be someone else? Who do you think has an interesting life? Okay, I mean, what you propose is a philosophical conundrum that has haunted people for
ages,
thousands of years.
Only the jealous ones.
Only the jealous. Yeah. Oh well, good for you.
I know, right? I know. I've been envious in my.
All right, we'll get back to you.
Yeah,
I mean, because
I don't run with that emotion.
I would love to be Richard Branson. I think Richard Branson has just got it nailed down.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be Richard Branson?
Because Richard Branson is
20 years older than you, much closer to death.
I understand that,
right.
but he's probably still in better shape. But Richard Branson, he is a philanthropist. He helps lots of people. He puts lots of people to work. Yep. He is what you would call a mover and shaker. He is somebody who makes a difference in this planet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even though, despite all of his bluster and bombast and everything, he has been shown to be a bit of a down-to-earth and humble guy, and he likes to help people. He really likes to take his money and help people.
Yeah.
And I admire that. I mean, it's just like Bill and Melinda Gates, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about, billionaires who are giving all their money away.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I've got
Like
four.
Warren Buffett or something like
Yeah,
that.
Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
I'm worth $4.5 billion. Here's $1 billion. Now I'm worth $3.5 billion.
Yeah, Still lives in the same house he bought 25 years ago.
Exactly.
Drives the old clunker car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's what I would do. I mean, like I said, I'm not getting rid of this truck. I'm going to pay it off, and I'm going to drive it until I find some way to wreck it when I'm 70. It's just the way it is. All right. So, Tuwana.
I want to say two different people.
Are you tripolar? What?
Gosh. Okay, I have to pick one person.
All right, well, who are the two people?
Okay, so the first one would be Martin Luther King, and then the second one is Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos,
Yes.
another guy with a whole lot of money that does a lot
because
with it.
I want to trade places with him and give most of his money away to more people that need it. That's what I would want to
Yeah.
trade places with him to do.
Okay.
And Martin Luther.
And then give it back to him afterwards. Okay, here you go. Sorry, mate, you broke now, but hey, it's
Here's
fun.
some money back.
Yeah.
And MLK,
Crazy rich.
Here's a
right?
Benjamin.
And MLK is just that I just want to be in that time period, and I don't know, make different decisions.
Make different decisions.
Yes, I said it. I said I
Have
would make
less
different.
girlfriends on the side.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't think you're wishing
That
your
is
own
a
life away. When
good
you
Powerful
one.
man, powerful
No,
appetites.
but see, I would want to be with my subconscious because, like I said, I want to do things differently. You see what I'm
So
saying?
you still be you,
I
but you
still
wouldn't
be
be
me,
them.
right?
Okay, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
I don't.
Well, this isn't time travel or anything like
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's,
All right, let's get to the final answer.
Oh, final answer.
Final answer is pride. What is that thing that you are most proud of?
proud of
Okay, and don't say be proud of being the best person I can be. You best person you can be.
type.
Yeah.
No, it's just the philosophy.
Go ahead, Tuwana. Who is it?
Yeah, go on.
What is it that you are proudest of?
Oh gosh, I guess my biggest accomplishment so far, I want to say, is honestly, gosh, that's hard. I can't think of it.
You've had an hour to think about it.
No, because it's just that, and that's the one I couldn't come up with something. That
right.
I
You're
just
stuck on it.
couldn't. Yeah.
You got up this morning.
Yeah.
I'm very but honestly, I'm proud of how far I've come. I think that as far as my career, my acting career in general, just doing all the projects that I did, so many times I just wanted to quit. At 25, I thought I was too old, right? When I told you I became a professional, I almost decided to quit at that point too, because I had done some other things and I felt like, I didn't get to where I wanted. I mean, I wanted to be a superstar by the time I was 18,
Oh, well, don't we all?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just proud of myself for not actually giving up and continuing to push through, even though I'm in my 30s and I'm still doing it. I'm still pushing through. I
Get
still
the
have
fuck out of here!
positive-
You're a day over 30 years old.
Yes, I'll be 36 on September 28th.
You make me. You just make me sick. I was like, I am genuinely shocked. This just isn't like host kissing your ass. I'm
Really?
like, I looked at you when you came in, and I'm like, she can't be a day over 25, 26 years old.
Thank you. That means I can still play those roles. Everybody that's listening, I can play in the 20s. Thank you.
You hire her for those roles, that's for sure. You definitely cast her in those 25, 26-year-old roles. Okay, Murray,
God, that's throwing me a curveball now.
you're proud of your motorcycle collection.
Ish, yes. But actually what Tuwana said was interesting, because if I think about the boy at 15 years old that was peeling spuds out the back room to feeding billionaires on their yachts, private yachts, I guess that was a pretty good achievement. Is this our blow our own horn time or something like that?
Yeah.
Right.
I also remember being 20 years old and not really knowing what I wanted to do, and not doing so well with my state of indecision. I went and lived out on a little cottage on a farm, and I was helping the farmers on a sheep farm.
Right.
And at that time, I got in the mailbox one of those Save the Children pamphlets.
Right.
So I was collecting an unemployment benefit check, and doing half a day's work on the farm per week, which paid for this little broken down cottage that I lived in rural New Zealand. I sponsored a child for 4 years, and that came out of my unemployment check, which was barely enough to put petrol. In fact, wasn't enough to put petrol in the truck I owned at the time sometimes. And now at my age I think back and think that paying forward and doing the right thing then perhaps in some way has paid off later in my life with things that I have achieved. I kind of see the world that way. That's how.
Well, that form of altruism does have its benefits, because you do feel more like you deserve success. Because I know that
I contributed to someone else's life,
right,
and made it better. So
right. But I mean, I know that at certain times when I've achieved successes or I've achieved some sort of windfall in my life, and sometimes you get that feeling like I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I don't deserve it. Yeah. But you basically performed an unselfish act or an altruistic act. You performed you sponsored a child while you yourself were impoverished.
Yes. I was struggling.
It
felt like the right thing to do. I didn't understand how that principle worked. I was only 21 at the time, but it just felt like the right thing to do.
Well, you win the award for being the nicest and most decent fucking person that's been on this show ever.
That's amazing.
Oh my God! Now I want to go out. Now I want to go out and sponsor a child.
Right.
Maybe adopt a puppy. Wow. Okay.
Barely any income, man.
Fabulous. I know that when I was broke and eating ramen noodles and stuff like that, it was like
that was the last thing you're thinking.
You couldn't have the change jar. That change jar. That's my change jar. That's what I'm using to eat next week. But that's when I was a kid, and I mean, this is when you were younger too. So, this is before you were a chef.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And interestingly enough, I didn't stay on the farm. I was there for a year and a half. I decided that farming wasn't going to be what I wanted to do, and
shit's hard.
Just by coincidence, I ran into a girl who we kind of had a little bit of an affair, but she had a good friend that was a chef in a hotel that needed a second chef 30 hours a week, and she helped me go along and apply and get that job, which I got. And
you caught the bug.
Career. Sorry?
And you caught the bug.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an army trained chef who was a real bully, and man, it was great. It worked a treat on me. I needed it.
Right.
A good kick up the ass, and it worked.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Fantastic. All right. Wow. Okay. Well.
That's wonderful.
I have to say, we have finished on a very high and proud note.
Yes,
and once again, I'm going to use altruism, because the altruism that we're ending with has been very, very nice. Which also leads me to re-mention that make sure you call the Red Cross of America and make sure you donate to the Bahamian Recovery Fund, which we have been right along, and we're doing a really good job. Yes. And we're taking in 15,000 people are coming over from the Bahamas.
Oh, okay,
15,000.
15,000.
Yeah,
and probably more.
It's mussed up.
Yeah,
it's
gone.
Up.
Marsh Harbor is gone.
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
Gone. Washed over, blown out, gone.
And I've been to these places on these millionaire yachts.
You've been. I've been to the Grand Bahama, and
gone.
Marsh Harbor is beautiful. And it's so sad.
Yeah, it's great. It's crazy to think, but
definitely donate, guys.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, thank you so very, very much for coming on. Deeply appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I have to say, is that beer High Ally? I've never seen
it's High Lie India Pale Ale.
Wow.
By Cigar City Brewing. Of course, I drink something that has something to do with cigars, Cigar City Brewing. And it's one of my favorites, actually.
I've never seen that before. Does it have anything to do with the High Lie Stadium that used to?
No, it doesn't. High Lie Stadium. You are silly. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take off. We're gonna go ahead and release you back into the wild, because it's after 9 o'clock, and I'm sure you have lives. And Tuwana didn't want to even leave the damn house to begin with.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
So, Tuwana, Murray, thank you very, very much for coming by. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
And thank you guys for watching once again. Once again, we're going to be on hiatus here for a week. I'm going to take a week off. Make sure you tune in to all of our social media outlets to keep up with what I'm doing as I storm Area 51. I know. Everybody's now shaking their head going, there's no way. I'm like, yes, there is a way. I am going to storm Area 51. I'm going to try so hard not to get arrested, but I am going up there to Area 51. And I'm going to see what it's all about. I mean, because that's part of what Gonzo is all about. The Gonzo radio show, the Gonzo journalism is we put you in the middle of the story, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm Big Daddy Gonzo, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from tonight. So, wish me luck. And thanks again for watching once again. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
For Gonzo Radio, this is Super Time 6000 2015 for Gonzo Television Station. You're coming to the greater Sandusky, Ohio area. This is Pirate Bill, and this is Frank Welker saying, watch Transformers.